I was actually hoping it would be. Like, I knew it wouldn't be like the best ever. Because it's hard to top the originals, but I kind of hope that it will be, good enough, not bad. Unfortunate to hear that it's. But I'll tell you, I'm supposed to go with my son this week, like at the weekend. So
Cool.
yeah, he also since he did really well in his math and science exams for this half of the year, so we kind of approved his Star Wars Battlefront 2 purchase. He bought the second one, so
Shouldn't you get Star Wars Fallen Order instead?
so the problem.
Depending on what you want to play. If you want to
It's
go
it's
online
it's
and
not
shoot
that
people,
it's his allowance. So and the Fallen Order is so expensive right now.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
making
who's
that.
it's yeah.
So it's very expensive, and there are like Christmas sales for Star Wars Battlefront. It's 40% off, so it's really cheap.
Oh,
And if you just want to go online and shoot people, then
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think there's any multiplayer in Fallen Order. It's just supposed to be a pretty good like single player Star Wars game. Like the first time in like 25 years, or however long it's been.
It's-
Maybe not 25 years, but it's been a while since there's been a like.
I've been
good
watching the
Star
gameplay of it, and it's not bad. It has some things, but the thing that
Can you hear
this
me?
kind of we hear you now.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
We did it. Well, you did it.
It's a group effort.
My brother-in-law
Don't touch
bought.
anything, Brian. Don't move, Brian.
Oh yeah, don't touch. My brother-in-law bought God of War, the latest one.
Yeah.
For PS4.
Yeah.
And that is such an amazing game. And then we finished that. Basically, everybody in our house finished it. Over like I don't know how long. And then we started playing the Star Wars one, and it couldn't get as good. So
yeah, I have also heard that it's a good game. It's not like fantastic or anything, but it's
a good game. It has some excellent like lore stuff, and it looks beautiful.
Play the Resident Evil 2 remake if you've got some time over the holidays. Trust me, it's so good.
The one with the what's it, the guy that just breaks into walls and just like stomps around chasing after you?
Yeah, exactly, that one.
Yeah. I still haven't played Resident Evil 7. I bought it. I have it.
Well, 7 was pretty good, but
I have like 100 games I have bought and haven't played. But
it's the best game in your collection, even if you haven't played it. Trust me, it's really good.
I'm talking about like big games, not like just bought 20 games a bit of games of old games that I'll probably get around to never.
Can you hear me, guys?
It gets heated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
I was actually hoping it would be. Like, I knew it would. Okay, so can you still hear me? Because you went all silence. Oh,
Yep.
Okay, got it. I was kind of.
We were waiting for you to give us the recap. You know.
Oh, okay.
Should be pretty easy and clear forward.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I just kind of. Can you hear me? Yes, and then total silence. I was. Okay. So last time we met, you were exploring this pocket dimension created by those masters. They have basically created a series of rooms that are basically chains linked up together to create those, rooms, corridors, etc., surrounded by this chaotic energy that is manipulated by you when you cast magic. It is basically the essence from which you can cast spells, use your abilities, etc. And you materialized in this prison, in this place, after committing yourself to the asylum under Helm's Hold. While exploring this place, you have met a man named Ferdinand Lupon. He has created this basically supercomputer made of brains of people that were brought into this place. He linked them up to his brain. He was told to create a prison, but he forgot all about it, all about the designs, because he had to be unplugged from the machine. I think Enderist now has one of those brains in his backpack, and you basically can communicate with it mentally, right? Using your horse. And the rest of the brains were basically destroyed by you. While doing that, while destroying the brains, Quarian's kid tugged on his sleeve and basically took him and you as well to a fake water deep. You found some strange-looking demonic creatures there, and Galen, if I'm not mistaken, explored a house there with another cage. In it was a shapeless creature. You set free the creature. He jumped into a portal or something like that, vanished, not before giving you the power to polymorph. This is a gift that he gave you, and he basically told you to take this power to Miserim. She will be able to set you free from this place. Miserim turned out to be yet another resident of this strange prison. She has several cloning vats operated by mangled creatures. You destroyed the creatures. You have been talking to Miserim. She was trying to convince you to allow her to change you, to stitch you together. That was the term she used, in order to create a being powerful enough to destroy Hexavog. Hexavog is the keeper of this place, and by destroying him, at least that's what she told you, you will be set free. But at some point, I think Andorist had enough and attacked her. I think this is where we basically stopped last time.
I'm starting to see a pattern with.
You did leave out a few minor details.
Yeah.
Like in the illusionary water deep, Hexavog kinda showed up and just
Oh yeah.
gently strode into the room and just said, "Hey guys, how you doing?" As he attacked pretty much all of us, just standing in the middle of the room, able to reach all of us, attack with his snake-like hands, his tail, a bite, and everything. And
What was his like average damage on one hit?
it was like 40 or something, I think.
Way too much.
Yeah, and it was like 3 hits. So if it was 40 on average, that's 120.
Yeah, but he spread out. He
Around.
spread it out, and there was a high chance of him missing, as he repeated.
Yeah,
saying, "Oh, does that 32 hit? Does that 31 hit? Oh, what about that 33? Does that
I
hit you?"
can't hear.
Yeah, so Hexavog did pay you a visit, but you managed to escape from his rampaging wrath and straight into the hands of Miserim.
Yes. Brian also learned that, or Enderist rather, learned
Yeah.
that.
There's somebody called the Prince of Lies.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
he learned about that. He could probably help us from your brain.
Yeah. Yeah, and Miserim. I thought Miserim was holding him.
And you also learned that you could recover his body if you put
Yes.
his brain into one of the vats.
Yeah.
While I was calmly and not at all totally batshit and crazy explaining like, I have the new power, I can polymorph, I can do this, we just need to do that. Totally calm and rational. I don't understand why you didn't completely believe me right away.
Calm and rational
Good
is
times.
should be the tagline for this group.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and while we were discussing the process of turning into one being, Andrist had enough and cast a minor spell and destroyed the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to decide between her or the Prince of Lies, and I went with the Prince of Lies.
Yeah, so she
Guess-
rolled up her sleeves and said that she will pry her freedom out of you if you are willing or not, and she basically started her mumbo jumbo. So let's
Puppet
pick up.
mastering us. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it initiative?
Yes, of course.
Or is it, you are now all one creature?
Yeah. You fail.
Quarian has 9.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Rookby has a 7.
Ugh, 13 for Galen. We are rolling
Oh,
pretty
there it
low.
is. I also got a 13. 13. No, 12. Sorry.
Okay. Pelias?
And I got a 12.
Oh. Okay.
Almost the best initiative with his -1.
Yeah. So let's look up Tarask. Where is the stat block? No, I'm joking.
Ross Cord.
Run.
Run. Okay. Initiative for her. Great. Love the smell of a natural 20. First roll of the evening.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Natural ones from now on.
Get it out of here. I don't want to see it.
Yes.
I
Like,
can.
and who was it that healed me last time as we took damage?
Can you see it?
Right.
Can you see it?
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't see
No.
anything.
I don't see anything. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. Okay. She will raise her hands, and you can see that all the purplish clouds that are surrounding the room that you are in suddenly turn like ultraviolet. If you have anything white on your clothes, like your teeth, etc., you're like standing in this dance club when someone flipped the ultralight LED. So you are all glowing. All the clouds are glowing. You are glowing, and I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wow. That's a good way to start.
Rookby got a 22.
Shit.
Quarian got a 14.
Okay.
8.
Do we get the +3 from Rookway?
Oh, yeah.
Is it a spell?
11.
It is a saving throw.
Right. But is it like a
Versus the
magical
spell.
effect?
It is.
I think it needs to be a magical effect, or am I wrong?
You're wrong. It says whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
then it's 16 for Galen. So, but with the saving throw we needed last time, that's probably like 10 below what you needed.
So,
Yeah.
So 17.
So I rolled a natural 20, so I might be safe.
Ooh.
I got 25.
Natural 20 always succeed. So
Wait,
yes.
don't invent numbers. Come on, 25, 27.
yeah.
Quarian, how much did you roll?
17 total.
Okay, 17. And Brookby.
25 with my +3.
Jeez. Galen?
16 with the
16.
+3.
Okay. Endurist?
11
11. Okay.
with the +3.
Okay. So the clouds engulf you and try to sip into your body, and you all feel the energy, like your basically your life essence, as it being drained out of you. But since you rolled so high, only Endurist is actually affected. All the rest of you simply feel this enormous wave of anti-life that is emanating from her. Endurist, your total hit points are reduced by 7, and this is your hit point maximum.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yep.
it's magically reduced by 7, and please note that you can restore this using some spell or something like that. It doesn't simply return.
Oh, so that's not the whole effect, right? There's more.
Not as far as I can see.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad then. Is that that's not damage, right?
It's not damage. It's simply your hit point maximum that is being reduced.
All right.
This is what
That
I
could have
see.
been worse.
Yes, indeed. So yes, let's jump to. So that was her.
She now takes 13 points of acid damage.
Okay.
I had it written down.
Amazing. Okay. So that was her. Yeah, this is basically what you see. So Galen, you are next. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, Anderis, do we really need to do this?
It's on.
Okay,
It's done.
I am going to go up to her and punch her,
Okay.
and then punch her, and then punch her.
Yes, throw punches.
Yes, and I am doing unarmed attacks since that counted magical effects.
Yeah.
50
and I'm-
punch man.
Oh, okay, that's a 17, a 25, 17.
So
Does that hit?
17 doesn't go in. The 25
Okay.
does.
Mm.
And I assume a 29, which is a crit
Yes.
hit. It's actually a double crit since it rolls both, but yeah. So that's a total of 20 damage from those 2 attacks.
Okay.
And I am only doing those 3 attacks for now.
Good. Let's jump to Peleus.
I will turn into since I know that I can turn into the elementals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will turn into an air elemental,
Okay, amazing.
and I will help Morton's character. So that is plus.
So you basically turn into this, what is it, a cloud-like creature?
Yeah, it's like a cloud-like creature. Exactly.
Okay, amazing.
And that is okay, a 15 to hit.
Okay, 15. Wait, a 15 doesn't hit her. Too
and
low.
and an 11. So
Okay,
no
so
hits apparently.
okay, so you kind of whistle at her, right?
Yeah, some like her hair like flutters in the wind.
Makes her look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks all amazing now.
Enderist is next, unless you have.
I'm sorry about all the spell that you see over there. I'm just trying to read my spells.
Okay, Enderist.
Is she floating off the ground?
Yes.
How high?
Not very high. She's basically hovering, not.
Okay. Okay, so as a bonus action, I'll summon my hound. My hound of ill omen. So the shadows coalesce around me, and a big wolf dog jumps out. And I think he goes next round. I don't think he appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of the target. Roll initiative for the hound. Okay, so he's going to appear right beside her then.
Okay.
And its initiative is 17.
Okay.
So it'll go next round. However, that was my bonus action. I'm going to cast blindness on her.
Okay.
And she has disadvantage on her save because my hound is adjacent to her.
So you pluck some chaotic energy and whirl it at her. She simply laughs at you and says, "Are you kidding me? I've been trapped here for eons." And she simply takes that bolt of swirling energy and she simply waves it away. She basically used her legendary resistance. So.
Well, we know she has legendary resistance, guy.
No, you don't.
Well, you should, like, I know that I'm helping now, but you should still roll, and you can just use your legendary resistance when you fail saves. She could succeed.
No, oh, right. Yeah, but, no one said that I didn't. No, she
And again,
failed.
oh,
She
that's a
failed
natural 20.
miserably. No, she failed miserably. That's fine. Okay, anything else, Enderist?
I'll back away a bit if I can.
Okay, yes, you can. That was
That's
Enderist. Quirion, flipping through the spell book.
Yeah.
Fireball, 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 fireball.
Yeah, fireball.
Maybe I should
Throws
have
it
turned
away.
into a water elemental.
I'm going to
Mhm.
try cursing her. Okay, I'll move to her and touch her with a curse. And she needs to succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 16
Okay, wisdom,
or
wisdom.
ignore it.
No, she failed. So
Okay, so the
Legendary
curse I'm gonna
resistance.
give
yeah,
her
no,
is
she'll again use her legendary resistance. She laughs at you, cursing me in this cursed place. And the curse simply bounces off her.
damn you. Okay,
That was the curse.
that was the curse. Yeah.
Okay. Rukvi.
Who's the most hurt person here? As I look around, in
Probably
slow
me.
motion. Okay, then
I
I'll
I think.
stand.
Anyways.
I'll stand in between him and her. If I don't know if mechanically that'll do anything, but I just try to hide as much of Enders as I can. And I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality, and which is a concentration spell. It takes 1 action. Anybody within 30-foot radius of me until the spell ends, I can use my my bonus action to cause a creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points, including me. So who's missing hit points?
Me.
Okay, I'm gonna heal you for 2d6,
Me too.
and you get 5 hit points.
Yeah, but
Thank
he can
you.
only do one at a time, I think. It's not everybody.
No,
Sadly.
yeah, it's just him. Yeah, that would be too crazy.
Yeah, I'm only missing like 21, so not that big a deal.
You're next.
I think
Okay.
Quarian is just missing a lot more.
What does that put you at? What's your if you're missing 21?
It's a-
What are you currently at?
It's like a third I'm missing.
I was missing 11, and that put me at 18.
Damn, man.
Yeah, when you do maximum.
Yeah.
My maximum is a bit higher than yours, like 70, almost the same.
Yeah.
She
Wow.
looks at all of you and shouts, "I will put you in those cloning vats, willing or not." And then she takes in air, but instead of air, she basically takes in chaotic energy that is sipping through the chains of the cage. She breathes.
As I see her trying to cast a spell, I'm going to try to counterspell it.
Okay, but it's not a spell per se. It's an action.
No.
It's one of her
Then
actions.
never mind that.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
gonna
she
curse her again.
so she breathes in and then she howls, and this howl fills your heart with terrible fear and terror like you have never have felt before. So each creature 30 feet of must succeed Constitution saving throw.
It's gotta be Constitution.
If she's trying to apply the frighten condition, if they're
It's-
within 10 feet of me, then they can't be frightened.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complex than that.
All
Let
right.
me know your Constitution saving throw, and then we'll see.
25 for Rugby.
Wow.
I don't know if I'm within range of the 10 feet from Rugby, but it doesn't matter either way. It's a 6 or a 9 with the bonus, so yay, Constitution.
Mhm.
I heard it wrong. You said Dex save, right? Let me just re-roll that with a Dex
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, you
Or-
flex. Yeah,
Quern failed with 13.
13. Okay. And the rest?
15. I assume 15. I assume that's a fail as well.
Enderist Hound.
Oh yeah. Con. And how big is your radius?
30 feet. His
no,
it's 10
10.
feet.
10 feet. Okay, so he got a 19.
19. That's great. Peleus.
Wait, what?
Con save.
Can't save.
Oh, console. I rolled a 1, so that's a 2.
So I say,
Okay.
everybody stand your ground, and everybody just runs away except the doggy.
No, so
Mhm.
it's even worse than that. Everyone except Rukvi and the doggy basically claps their hearts, turn really, really pale, and drop. So you are all on
Good.
0 HP.
Is there a necrotic? Is that's not
It's not. No, it's
damaging?
simply if you fail, you drop to 0 hit points.
Don't worry, guys, I got you.
So
Alright.
it's. So
Yeah, you got your
Rukvi,
2d6. You
yeah.
can heal one of us from each turn.
So
Yeah,
Rukvi, it's
Wait,
only
so
you.
so usually when I
Yeah, you return to your normal form with your normal
yes,
hit point you had before, so you're not down. You're just back to your normal form.
yeah, I'm just asking. Maybe it's like a magical effect or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
That
plus
still
3.
puts me to 0.
it's an action, and it's simply
Okay, so
yeah.
I just revert back to normal and I'm not down.
Okay, so the dog
Nice.
kind of looks at you like this. You know, "Hmm?
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, and I was hoping for the really good, like glowing effect, like as my robes flutter in the wind as I slowly fall down, and then the wind just disappears. Like, come on, man! I
Okay.
was trying to look cool.
At this point, she screams, "Put them in the vats!" And mangled creatures like the one you incinerated before kind of swarm into the room and start trying to drag those bodies into the vats. So it will take them around to even get to like grab you and put you into those vats, but they're on it. So that's Misereem. Next is the Hound.
Yeah, well, it attacks. 5. No, it misses 10.
Okay. Okay. So he tries to bite her. I assume.
Yeah.
She kicks it.
Yeah, that's all he can do.
Down, doggy, down. Next is Galen, but 0 hit points. So next,
Rule.
next is Peleus actually.
I will cast Cure Wounds on Emiliano. Your character is down as well, right?
No.
No, okay.
And
then-
I got Cure Wounds, and I'm about to use a bonus action to heal somebody else, so I'm gonna get 2 people up.
Okay, that's great. I will just cast Cure Wounds on Avi's character. I will use a 3rd level spell slot, so that is 3d8. Spellcasting modifier. So you're up to 28 HP. What?
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, Corin, you're up.
It's not a plus. It's not a +9. It's only plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, only my wisdom modifier.
Yeah,
So
proficiency
then,
bonus doesn't count. So only a +5.
okay, so that's 24 HP then.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thanks.
Enderist, or you're down, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Quarian, actually, you're next.
Okay. So right now we're seeing those creatures coming into the room.
They're coming in, and you have a feeling that if any of your friends is down at the beginning of next round, they will be dragged into one of the cloning vats.
You guys are going to be able to. How many of us are down? It's Galen and the rest.
Just them 2.
Just them
I
two?
can get them up next turn, if nothing gets in my way, I can get them up next turn.
How about I think. Let's minimize risk. I'll try to get one of them up right now. Okay. I'll cast Cure Wounds on Galen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it with a 2nd level spell. Sorry, Galen. You got 10 plus 14.
Galen, you are up, and she looks annoyed.
Mm.
She starts to
Oh.
cry.
And she's crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
is it
that
Jaya?
Is th- your daughter, Brian?
Yeah. I'm just seeing if she's gonna go back to sleep here.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
You're doing it with a look. This is amazing. You have
Yeah.
evolved.
I'm using the force. Huh.
Of course. Like no physical touch. Look, amazing. You're level 10 dad. I'm still level 2.
She's
I
really
have...
good at put.
I still haven't left the inn.
Yeah, she's back to sleep. She's good at putting herself back to sleep.
Wow, amazing.
Nice.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so Galen is up, Quarian is up. Next is, we were at Quarian's turn, so next is Rukvi.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
after I heal Galen, I walk over to Anders just to stick around, to stay next to him.
Okay, great. You want to
Sorry.
punch him the moment he wakes up, right?
Idiot!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rukvi,
I
you're
can
up.
also. I'm gonna cure wounds Anderist. Just to get him. I'll cast second level cure wounds
Cute.
here. That's 11 healing for you.
Amazing.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll cast Aura of Vitality and give you. What?
You mean 19? You cast it at second level and roll max. It's 2d8.
Oh,
plus 3.
yeah. Whoops. Yeah, 19. Oops. And
So Anders is at full hit point.
No, not quite. But pretty
Almost.
close.
and then a 2d6 for you, sir.
Amazing.
You get a
6 to
pocket.
Galen.
6 more.
To me?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you.
Who? You want to be specific? Because 2 of us
Yeah,
have.
to Anderist.
Okay, thanks.
25.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
That's my turn.
Now I'm very close to maximum.
Great. So, on her turn, she looks really, really annoyed. So she points 3 fingers at. We'll do it randomly. We are 5 here, right? So a D10.
Mhm.
Where's my D10? This is D10. Yes. Number 1 is Quarian. 8 will be Enderist. And no, 0 we can't because we've already selected Quarian. Another 0. Come on. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Peleus, you are number 3. So she basically points at the 3 of you and utters a word. And again, you can see swirling purple energy is sucked into her body, and 3 purple rays emit from her fingers, striking each of you. You guys need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Is that a spell this time? Or not?
No, this is all actions. She doesn't have any spells. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a 6 for
Oh my
me.
god, I failed miserably. I
Okay.
got like 4.
You guys get a +3.
Yeah.
So
Got
that is
seven.
9. I doubt that will help.
Yeah, good. That makes it a 20.
So,
But it's good.
you succeeded. Okay, that's amazing.
Oh, thank God.
So yeah, with a 20. So you two take. This is basically 11. So 21 points of necrotic damage, and you can see her. So the energy hits you, sucking your life force and embedding it in her body. So she heals, basically. I'll teach you
Do I-
something about healing. So she
Do
looks
I
like
take half damage? Or no damage?
No damage.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And so it's like the Emperor Palpatine. She kind of with lightning from her fingers, and she and she gets all her hit points back basically. Mangled creatures. So all of you are up, right?
Yes.
Okay, amazing. So they will look at her, and she simply says, "Attack them!" So they will.
Damn.
I gotta get
So-
up there and smash her face.
Yeah, now they are basically naked,
Yes.
mangled. They don't have any weapons. They simply try to claw you, which isn't a very good tactic for them. So unless, okay, one of them gets a natural 20.
And to be fair, I'm still lying down, so they have advantage on attacking me.
Yeah. So it's okay. So it's basically 2 hits right now. So Galen, you can take 4 points of damage, and Peleus, you take 4 points of damage. Now the problem isn't getting hit. They don't do a lot of damage. The problem is that every time they hit you, they basically break an arm or cut themselves. So in this wave of attack, they basically turned the room into a gooey, slippery, bloody place, and the terrain becomes difficult. So if you want to move around, you might need to do some dexterity checks to avoid, falling or something like that.
So let me tell you what the real problem is real quick. I don't think we had a rest in between fights. So I'm at 1 HP, which means I'm down.
Which oh, okay.
Didn't I-
That like we literally went from fighting Hestia to here,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and he got up to 1 hit point from rolling that natural 20 on his death save, which was the only reason he survived.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peleus is down.
Mm.
So now it is the Hound's turn.
He attacks again. 18.
I don't think so. Wait, nope.
Okay.
Damn.
So he tries to bite her again. She shakes him off, and this is Galen's turn.
Oh, well, I have to go help James shoveling snow, so Galen is just fine standing over there, not part of this horrible fight. No, I'll get up, and then I'll get slightly annoyed that I'm covered in gore and guts and whatever it is to spray over me.
Yeah, so
And
they,
then
they are attacking you, and they are screaming in pain as they do.
Yes,
Um,
I'll ignore them and go for her.
okay. Yeah, so you kind of...
How corporeal does she seem in her attack?
So as I said, she is corporeal. She's simply under the effect of some spell that makes her blurry or something
Okay.
like that.
I'll do my attacks one at a time.
Okay.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yes.
That deals 11 points of damage, and unless she's immune to being stunned, she needs to do a Constitution save, DC 14 only.
So oh, but I can if she fails, right? So
If
let's
she
see.
fails, you can still use
Yeah,
your legendary resistance.
only
But
one.
you only have a limited number of those.
Only one left. Yes, this is why I'm. So what's the DC? She didn't roll that high.
14 only.
Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
No, so she failed. So she'll use her last legendary resistance to avoid that.
I'll call her names that I won't say aloud on stream while we're online, since we're trying to keep it sort of PG-13.
Yes.
And then I'll attack her from a second attack. That's a 22 to hit.
Yes.
So that's another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll try to stun her again.
Yeah, this
like,
time
I need to
she.
spend these key points and stop her from doing horrible things to us. So another con save. Hopefully. Come on.
Oh, natural 20.
Damn.
I'm rolling today.
Yeah, I still have key points.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows. 2 more attacks. Come on.
Yeah.
That's 22 to hit again for 6
Yes.
points of damage.
Okay.
Should I stun her again? Should I try?
Of course.
Should I spend all my key points here? Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Not very high. What's the DC again?
14.
So she failed.
Oh, so she's done
My
until the end of my next turn.
My precious monster.
Oh.
My precious
So-
monster.
Unleash everything on her, I say as I
Oh yes.
do another attack on her. And now I have advantage since she's stunned, so that's a 24 instead of a 16. So that hits. Ooh, 11. So that feels good. That feels good. That
Okay.
feels really good.
Okay, so that was awful Galen's turn.
Good again, Mr. I know how you feel. One of my players stunned my beholder
Ooh.
last
Oh.
time we played. Like, come on, like first round I wanted to do everything, but no, and legendary actions, no, stuns.
No.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Okay, so next is Peleus, who needs to do a saving throw, right?
Yep. And okay, I don't make it. That's a failure.
One failure. Okay. Good luck next time. Next
Hmm.
is and the rest, right? Yes.
All right.
Go
I'm debating
thermonuclear.
between using. Yeah, I'm debating using acid or necrotic. She used necrotic energy on us, so I feel like she's probably. If she's stunned, does she automatically have disadvantage on saves?
I think so.
Only dex saves, I think.
Only dex saves.
I think so, at least.
And she's run out of.
If you are
Things.
stunned, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saves, and you have advantage. You guys have advantage when you are attacking her.
Okay, so it has no effect on. Is it? Yeah. Okay. I'll cast Vitriolic Sphere on her again because nobody else is around her, and I know acid works. What?
He's a monk. He'll be
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
Nobody's around her. No, I'm just standing there, like punching her straight, like grabbing up.
Okay, well, I'll put it behind her. I'll
Yeah.
put it behind her so that you don't get hit.
Okay, you
Thank
can
you,
still
kind sir.
catch like half of her minions.
Good. Do I have enough D4? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So she has disadvantage. Oh, it's a dex save. Never mind. 4, 8, 11, 14, 16, 19, 22, 23, 27, 30 points of acid damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Not bad.
Wait. Galen, your first attack, you did something like 19 damage. It was 19
My-
damage?
No, my total damage was 35.
Wait. So 35. Yeah, 35, and now another 30, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Let's see. So you guys see her taking the beating, and the acid simply melts part of her flesh. She screams in agony and adds her own gore into the pool that is already there. And this damage also applies to some of her mangled minions. So some of them simply like pop out, like explode as the acid falls on them. So this whole room looks like a scene from hell. But she's still up.
Jeez.
But that was an amazing 1-2 punch. Okay, that was Andorus. The next is Quirion.
Okay, I'm going to do something similar to what Anders did, and going to throw a fireball at her. It's the same in the same area.
Okay, go for it.
Even though it's not my turn, I'm slowly backing away.
Yeah,
The
right.
artillery is positioned and
Just
just
like
launching.
a few splatters of like acid is slowly sitting in my clothes. Ooh, that was close, and then fire, good.
That's 9, that's 14. That's 22. That's 27. So she's got 27 points of fire damage.
Wow. Okay, so she and all of her minions are basically evaporated. She explodes in a ball of purplish energy, and you can see strands of energy returning through the cracks of the walls, simply to the boiling cloud outside. So she's gone, and all her minions, now that they are both, melting and burning, their flesh is basically dripping to the space below the chamber that you are in, through the cracks of the floor and ceiling and everything.
Okay, then I cry, medic!
That said, I need you guys to roll saves for the cloning vats. So we had 6, and 3 of them were on that side. So one of you simply roll 3 d20s, and let's see if they survive.
Okay, I got a 13, a 17, and a 2.
Okay, so the 2 is down. So you have destroyed one cloning vat, and the second one is badly damaged, but seems to be operative. Right?
Operational?
Operational, yeah. Okay. So one cloning vat is down. The rest are fine. Okay, kaboom.
Are we still in initiative?
No, there is no one to fight right now.
I have a question about mechanics because the aura vitality, as long as it's up and it's up for a minute, I can use a bonus action to heal a person with 1d6.
Yeah, go for it.
So I can use it probably like 8 more times.
Yeah.
On somebody.
Go for
it's
it.
amazing out of combat.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's
Spread that around.
So let's do like
and I'll
8d6
I'll
on
heal
somebody.
myself a little.
I'm only down by 4 right
And
now, so focus on everyone else.
Maybe start with Peleus. Maybe.
Peleus, you get 25.
Start with Peleus. He's bleeding like.
I heard someone say medic first, so let's go in order of who said medic first.
Someone didn't even say that.
I got 8 more if somebody wants.
I could use some. Let's see.
I mean, 4 more.
I can heal myself for 30.
I could definitely use some.
All right.
So I'm a little above half right now after I use my self heal.
Oh no!
Because
Fuck.
I'm a farmer. I can just calm myself and heal my body.
I'm 70 points.
All farmers can do that.
Yes.
I'm missing 70 points of damage.
Damn. Okay.
70?
Yep.
I accidentally
Lives.
used.
You're a
I
bard.
Yeah,
Wait, no, I
D8s.
got 4 more.
I also have D8s.
I know. You're a monk, so I expect that.
There we go. Okay, now you get 24 Quarian, and then I can use a Cure Wounds on somebody.
I'm
Do we
missing
maybe want to
33.
take like a short rest, guys?
Nah. Let's just.
We cast some very powerful spells in this room.
Let's not do it in this room.
No, not in this room. Maybe we can go back to the room where we bash brains.
While
you-
he's healing,
That's
I'm going to
better.
be putting that brain into one of the cloning vats and getting this guy back.
Ooh.
You get another 17 healing Quarian. Peleus, you
17?
want some?
Yeah, I guess I could take
So
some more.
Enderest, he tells you that he needs raw material. So he basically wants you to scoop all the flesh that is being thrown around and basically pour
You
it.
get 4 Peleus.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, he wants you to scoop all the flesh remaining on the floor and pour it into a tank next to the cloning vat so he can regenerate.
Prestidigitation.
That's a shovel I'm not going to be using ever again.
Yeah, I have prestidigitation. I'll just use that. I'm not touching it.
Okay.
I can help you with a mage hand.
Yeah, so you
Thank
can
you.
hear all those noises like you're visiting the dentist.
Yeah, I can help. I can just go over and put my robes over and just rinse them over the all this gory parts that I've already got into me.
Just wringing everything out.
Yeah.
Okay, so the tank is buzzing, and you can hear meat is being grind, liquefied, injected into the vat. How much? So are you doing a short rest, or it will take some time?
Should we? Well, I'm comfortable leaving the room if we have to. What do you guys think? I just don't want that Hexavog to show up while we're here.
Oh, why not? He was so friendly.
I think that if he does show up, a short rest could help us. You know,
Yeah, I'm worried he's gonna show up while we're resting.
then it doesn't matter. Then we just gains
Then we gained nothing,
Yeah,
and then we gain
die.
new
Why don't we take a
character.
short rest by the door? Just be, and we're all just like ready to sprint at a moment's notice.
very alert short rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
The
you
most
are
nerve-wracking. Short rest.
okay. Yeah, let's see.
Take a hit dice.
Okay. So you spend some time in this room next to the exit, basically waiting to catch your breath, fix some equipment, getting healed, and while this is happening, basically after 5 minutes or so, the vat starts to shake like a washing machine, and then there's some depressurized noise like. And then you hear bangs from inside the vat.
I'll open it up.
I ready my shotgun.
And we roll initiative as he goes out casting spells.
So you open it up, and out steps a tall, blonde man in his 70s. He is obviously naked. He steps out. He looks lean, not muscular, but for a 70 years old dude, he looks quite preserved. His flesh is gleaming. He looks full of life. He steps out, searches for you, Anderest, and as he locks his eyes on you, he walks toward you, puts both of his hands on your shoulder, shakes you, and says, "We have a job to do. Let's get out of here."
Can we keep him?
Yeah, I like this guy.
Yes.
I will. I'll give him some of my spare clothes to wear.
Oh, forget
Feel
about
like
that.
we're
It's
both
not
skinny.
important in this
Nope.
place.
Dude,
Please, for
No.
us.
you're gonna
No.
get hurt.
That,
You're gonna get that thing
unfortunately,
caught on a nail or
it is,
something.
it is not possible. Being cloned, my
Alright.
flesh is now very, very sensitive. He throws the clothes and looks at you. Let's go.
All right.
And then he walks toward like each of you, giving you like a big hug. Yes, we are
As he
out.
hugs me, I ask,
Out.
"Didn't you say you were sensitive?"
Awesome. While we rested, I'm gonna use a hit die and heal
Yeah,
myself.
if you
Cool.
allow us to rest for 55 more minutes, then I would like to use some hit dice also.
Oh, that wasn't our short rest. We
That
didn't
was
get it.
5 minutes of your rest.
Oh, 5. I heard 50.
You're
Close enough. All right.
You're-
Well, no, we can't go right now. We need to rest. I don't know if you've noticed, but we had to kill a lot of things to get you back. So
And I have noticed, and since I have noticed, Hexavog obviously noticed, we have to go this way. Find the prince. Find. How did I call
Prince of
that?
Madness?
Oh,
Prince of
okay,
Madness?
fine. Yeah, we'll have to
Lord
find the
Lord
prince.
of Lies. Lord of Lies, actually, I think it was.
No,
Yeah.
it was the Prince of Madness.
I think I wrote it down.
Prince of
Lord
Lies.
Prince of Lies, Prince of Madness. It doesn't matter. Everything the same here. Let's simply go, open the cage,
Prince of Madness. Yeah.
set him free, get a wish, and get out of here. Simple as that. Done.
No,
I could use a wish.
we'll leave this room, but we're gonna rest first. We need some time. So, and you owe me. You swore, so you're gonna follow me.
He suddenly
And that's all there is
blushes.
to it.
He suddenly blushes and looks down and says, "This is an effect of the cloning. I'm going to another room now." And he leaves with a huge boner.
Not bad.
Can we take our rest in the room brain room?
Sure.
Not far
yes.
away.
Oh, you want to go back? That's fine. If you want, you can. Yes.
Just to finish.
And then we probably have the tiefling to warn us if something comes. Yeah, I think they're still covering the cages for some reason.
Okay, that's not a problem. So you go back to the room where you found Lupin. I think he's still there, right? With your
Hmm. I'm
stick.
curious to see how Sharon are. No, I would have taken that back. I don't. It's my. I'm not going to leave without it.
Okay.
I'm curious to see how the elf Sharandar, that his name,
Mhm.
how he does around Lupin. Is he coming with us?
He basically left to another room, just over here. If you look at the
No,
map.
I don't have it up.
Okay, so he just left
I'll pull
to
it
the
up.
other room to kind of wear off the effects of the cloning. But if you want, he can join you. That's fine.
Ah, shoot! I'm not in your game anymore. What happened?
That's not too important. So you
Okay.
kind of pop your head in, asking him to escort you to come to the other room to rest. He
Hmm.
straightens up and says, "Of course, let's go."
Okay.
As you walk towards that room, Quarian, as you go through that caged room where you saw the tieflings, if you remember, that passage led to that fake water deep. You can still hear the kids playing there as you pass through the corridor. When you all arrive to the brain room,
You're muted, Avi.
still muted.
Who? Abby?
Sorry.
Alright.
I was asking if the door is still open over there.
You closed it, so no.
Okay. But we still hear them. Okay. Interesting.
As you go into the room, Lupin is still there, caught against the wall with your immovable rod. You go in, and your newly cloned friend simply strides in, takes a sweep of the room, and fixate on Lupin. He turns to you, Galen, and says, "What is this? Is this some kind of a sick joke? Why is he pinned to the wall?"
Why are you asking me?
No, he looks at Endrist.
You said Galen.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking Galen.
Yeah.
Because
Ah.
Galen is the one that causes all the weird shit. I know.
No, I will remove my cane.
Can I please take control of the rod for a minute?
Nope.
Not again.
Not that
He
rod.
has to. He would have to. He would have to have it for a day, anyways, before it works.
Oh, what is it? Human made?
I don't know. Probably dwarven.
So he walks to Lupin and then whispers something in his ear, and you can see Lupin. He's pale, sweaty, and this guy simply comes over and then you can see that Lupin is wetting his pants.
All right. Rest time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the same response that Galen got. Okay, let's go. I'll go find a clean corner to sit down in where there's
Yeah.
not that many brain parts. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's rest.
Okay.
I won't rest and I'll keep watch. Be
Yeah,
an
we are all
attention.
it's a short rest, so we are all awake, just
Okay.
relaxing.
You all, everybody who heals can add another 8 points of healing because of my Song of Rest.
And if there's any health left that you guys need, I have 50 health points in lay on hands.
Let's save that. We will use hit dice.
Nice. Yeah.
That's probably best.
Mm,
Okay.
Unless we get disturbed and we don't actually rest.
So, are you taking watch or something like that, or is it another short rest or a long rest? What are you doing exactly?
Short rest.
Short rest.
Short rest. Okay, short rest is fine. Let's see. Okay.
Unless you guys prefer a long rest in here.
I mean,
I got spells
I
too.
don't know.
I'm pretty much out of
assume you're-
spells.
Yeah, kind of low on spells.
I have no 4th level spell slots left, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
So once
Yeah,
you
What did you
all-
say about that max hit points? When does that come back?
until you cast Greater Restoration or a similar magic.
Okay,
So that's just a 5th level cleric spell. No big
no
deal.
problem.
When you are close to finishing your rest, this the elf basically strides across the room, totally naked, hands behind his back, seems very preoccupied. When you are rising up, he basically says, "Well, now we are in a lot of trouble. I have been thinking. Since this Prince of Lies is the only way out of this prison, Hexavog is waiting for us there. I am certain of it."
Is there any way to bring him over here without going to him?
Yes, one of us will have to sacrifice himself for the rest.
Well, enjoy that.
You're a hero.
To walk out of the room.
Maybe, and I point out at what was Lupin?
The elf smiles at you. Well, if your friend wouldn't allow me the use of his immovable rod, I can think of creative ways of making Lupin stride into that room unwillingly.
What needs to be done? What needs to be done though?
Wait, you want Lupin to walk into the room?
Yes, you have to understand, every person who walks into the room and tries to open the cage of the Prince of Lies, if he managed to do so, gets a wish. I'm sure Hexavog is waiting inside, simply looking, maybe waiting behind the door, or turned himself into mist, covering the floor, or maybe he has disguised himself and is waiting in the cage for that specific unfortunate man who will stride inside and try to open the lock.
And what do you want Lupin for?
Oh, I want
Go
him
in
to
as a
die.
distraction. Send him in first, and then he'll distract Hexavog
That's
for
all?
like a few seconds, long enough, hopefully.
Hey,
No
Anders.
problem. Yeah,
I grab you for a moment on the side. I mean,
sure. This is weird. I feel like talking out loud and having an aside is strange for Andrus. He usually does it telepathically. What's up?
you think maybe some of these some dead bodies out there could be useful for you for that purpose exactly?
Oh, now you guys want my...
Oh,
No,
they're not
no, actually, I can't. I gave up that spell because you guys were such pricks about it.
What
Goody
spells?
two-shoes.
What are you two talking about?
I traded that one out because you guys weren't allowing me to do it. So now it would have been very handy. No, I feel like we have other ways to distract it. I mean, I can summon an elemental. I've got my hound. Sure, we can figure it out. We can push this
He
elf in if
won't
we really
fall
need to.
prey to such simple methods. He needs to see someone he knows, and this guy, and he points to Lupin, is known. It is.
Well, that's actually really good, I say to Corian, because if he won't respond to an elemental in there, I can just get the elemental to go in and bring us the cage.
That's true. We can also, by the way, give Lupin the suggestion to go and get the cage.
That's true. But then if he gets to the cage, I have a feeling that this elf is batshit crazy, and he's paranoid,
Could be.
right?
Still worth, like, hedging risks is also always a good thing, I think.
Well, we can bring Lupin with us. It's just I think we're just gonna need to gag him and tie him.
No, we might even just give him a suggestion to follow us or to walk in front of us.
Lupin says, "I am in the room with you."
Yeah, I think they're quite like the movie
We're
magic.
talking.
They're talking like
Oh.
5 feet away from the rest of us, so nobody else could hear them.
There are bubbles around our head and above our head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Fine, I
sound.
switched to telepathy. See, this mundane is
I look
I
at
don't
Lupin
like
and I
it.
say, I know it's annoying, isn't
Analog. This whole
So rude.
analog talking thing is weird. I'm not used to it. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't care. We can bring them all with us. You can use your magic if you want, or we can simply tie them up, and then if we need your magic, use it. I think I'd rather save your spells.
Okay. You actually can suggest, right? You have a suggestion spell.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, save my spells. Yeah.
Okay.
The elf suddenly shouts, "Stop! Everybody get undressed."
Everybody
No.
get back, did he say?
Why?
Everybody
Yeah.
remove your clothes. Now.
No.
I
It's-
start
Sup-
taking off my clothes.
I'm not gonna take off my armor.
I mean, I'm from the fucking woods. Like, I
He-
have no
He's used to
like
it.
running
He
around
points.
naked.
He points at Peleus, and he walks towards you as you kind of remove your clothes,
Oh,
and
you guys are brothers now.
and points at the tattoo that you have. This,
Mhm.
this can change everything. Change everything. Wait. Let me think. Miserim,
Oh.
Hexavog. Wait. Does anyone have a polymorph spell ready?
I told you guys.
That's what they meant by the thing inside you. That had to find the thing inside you.
I
They
told you
mentioned it.
clearly like an hour ago that
Yeah.
they are not allowed.
Do we all have those? We all have to. When did we get those tattoos?
That
When we
was when we
died.
died.
Right.
Used as an
Part of
undead
us
minion
dying.
things.
What does it look like again?
Before I say that I actually allowed have polymorph, I think I would like to ask this elf if he knows who was trapped in a cage in the illusion room that I set free.
Oh, that man. Wait, I have his name. This is. Wait. Take my hand. His name is. I think I gave it to you last time. Come on. Here.
Are you talking about the amorphous blob that you set free?
Yes.
That
Ogramol.
gave me the polymorph.
Ogramol. His name is Ogramol. Yes,
And
he's.
what do you know about Ogramol?
Oh, he's this blob who can change shape at will, and he was trapped here to be sucked of his abilities, and someone wanted to imbue this ability in someone else, but obviously it didn't work because Ogramol is not here. But, and he kind of points at his temples, but if you are naked and the tattoo is here and we can cast polymorph, we can stitch you together. But is this more dangerous than actually going to the Prince of Madness, fighting madness with madness, getting you free with a wish? So, a wish or getting stitched up? This is the question. It is an important question, an important choice, one that only you can do. Only you can make that choice. I can help you with a needle and a thread, or with opening that lock.
Last person that suggested stitching us together is a pile of goo.
Let's not go with stitching us together. Let's go to the lock, open it, everything will simply be fine. I'm certain of it. He walks to you, Andrest, puts both of his hands on your shoulder. We have a job to do, and go.
Let's have a quick vote. Who wants to go and get a wish from someone called the Prince of Madness? And who wants
Me.
to get naked and
Oh,
go
wait.
into a big pile and
No, I'm all up
Yeah.
for the first part of the sentence. The second part is...
I want to join forces and become like a powerful, cool flesh beast.
Super paladin.
Yeah, super paladin.
Validated.
I'll be the right leg.
Wait, who says that we would get your mind?
and I didn't know the mine was in the right leg.
It is.
Well, if we're going to be a super
it?
paladin, then we have one.
Corian, what did you say? You raised your hand. Was that the madness or
That was me hiding the fact that I'm chewing a nut right now.
okay? Peleus, you're used to transforming into all kind of things. What do you want to do?
I don't. Whatever. Like,
Peleus is just. He
Yeah,
looks up from his
man,
bowl and he's like, ah,
like,
it's fine.
Just be one with the universe. No,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
no man. Just
I
mellow
asked
out.
Peleos is in the corner playing his didgeridoo and like smoking weed.
yeah.
I asked him if this stitching process is like reversible.
In theory, I'm
Yeah,
sure I
no,
can
I'm
work
good.
something out when we get out of here. Assuming
He's like, I got a stitch puller right here.
Does it actually need a needle if there is a polymorph shape-changing spell involved?
Oh,
Like-
no, of course not. This isn't a human centipede. We are constructing something out of your fragmented whole. There is something locked within each one of you. Using polymorph, we can make it whole. Yes, some bones will be cracked. Yes, some flesh will be molded. But once it's done, you will be so powerful, you can defeat Hexavog.
Okay, and out of game, you bastard for reminding me of the human centipede.
Yeah.
In game, okay, yeah, but Peleus, don't you know anything about it? You change into animals and like wind, like. doesn't
Yeah,
that
that
all
sounds
normally
like
just
it's a little bit of a different process.
Yeah. It just normally revert back, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
So why shouldn't that work for us also?
Will I be able to continue casting spells while I'm afoot?
Yeah, no. Just no.
No, right?
No, you
I'm
get,
not
you
gonna
get,
do it.
you get to be the ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you can like summon your hound before he does that to us, and then we'll be that cute giant with a hound.
Giant with a dog. And an elemental.
But right now, all I'm hearing is Anderist totally against it, Lord of Madness, and Rukui is more like, yeah, let's unify
Let's
and
unlock
become
the
one.
power inside us. Team.
And then we have three people sort of saying,
Yeah. It's the fact that we don't know that it's reversible that's bothering me. Also, the promise of
yes.
what sounds like a lot of pain.
Pain is something that
You want to roll on it?
time.
It's so subjective, pain.
Yeah,
like
a little.
you
Doesn't
know,
take
getting
much pain.
like just a few drops of that acid on me earlier was kind of painful, but you
Mhm.
didn't see me complaining about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a problem for you. It's a problem for me.
So, what are our alternatives? I mean, we either fight, as a Mega Man, right? Or
Or
we
get
can
a totally not
Sucker.
weird whiz that will backfire. from the Lord of Prince of Madness.
So, let's try to think about the second option. We need to summon somebody to go inside and sacrifice himself, right?
That's what this guy says, but again, we don't know that he's telling the truth.
It sounded like he wanted him to kite the boss, like just go in him, pull him, and just run away, and then we go in there after. Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we already have
yes.
someone. We
All
already
we
have someone
need.
who can sacrifice. And I am saying this out loud. We already have someone to sacrifice, and I'm pointing at Lupin. And saying it out loud so everybody can hear it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's for a good cause, LePont.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
righteous.
love a lawful good paladin.
Oh, wait.
I'm wavering, man.
Oy vey.
So yeah, I'm still not entirely understanding what he wants to do with Lupin. He wants Lupin to go in there, and I need him to be clear and get killed, and somehow that's going to be distraction enough for us to get in there.
And the rest. And the rest. Think about it. Hexavog is roaming the corridors here. Lupin was here all the time. The two are basically pals. They know each other. All we need is Lupin to go in and get Hexavog out. Then we can all storm into the room, open the cage, and without Hexavog being in the room, simply poof, vanish. We're gone. We have a wish.
How would you do it
We
now?
can do whatever we want.
Oh, you
It's
think
just
he's going to pull him into a meeting? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah.
they were
If
meeting all the time.
If it's that simple, then I can just make myself look like Lupin and go in there and get him to
But
leave.
you will be endangering yourself because Hexavog can see through all those illusions and masks, and you can see. But Lupin is real as far as anything is real here. You know,
What if
in the
he's friends
metaphysical.
with Lupin? What if Lupin was killed here? Would he come to see? Like if somehow Lupin's throat just got slit,
No, that's simply.
would that summon Hexavog?
No, that's water under the bridge. It's not that interesting.
They can't be that close.
Yeah.
Well, that ruins that plan.
I'm sort of leaning more towards the let's turn into the super
Thundercats?
paladin.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, how long does the process take? Is it something that we can do immediately when we see this Hexavog guy, or do we need to
I
prepare?
don't like it.
All right.
I don't like it either, but I also don't like getting involved with some super powerful, crazy being. Again,
But we don't know that Hexavog is there.
do.
We're basing this entirely on no insult intended. This crazy elf.
No,
Yes.
we know.
Who we know is
Hexavog
crazy.
not. Hexavog is
Oh,
a guy who
and-
kept asking us if 30 something hits us.
Sorry?
You know what Hexavog is there's a dude who kept asking us if 30 something is enough to get back after our AC. This we
Yeah,
know
I
about
know
Hexavog.
that. I know that. But we also know that Hexavog can't follow us into that small hallway,
or he chose not to,
or he chose not to. Right?
or the DM was super nice
So-
to us and didn't want to kill us all.
Yeah. Yeah. So perhaps we scout. I'm just saying, let's not throw all our eggs in one basket based on the word of this guy, who we know
I have-
nothing
I have
about.
sort of bad
What if
experience
two
with
guys?
scouting, and there are
Yeah.
two that's come up with the
That's
mercenary
true.
plan.
You shouldn't go. You'll probably get screwed. Yes, the two people have both suggested this to us. Both of them, one of them for certain, straight up evil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy's
Yeah,
and
what's
evil as
evil?
well.
and this
Not
guy
evil.
is straight up insane. So,
Yeah. I'd say.
anyway,
Yeah,
I'm
but then there is
okay with,
your
stitching a
plan, which is
Okay.
also straight up evil and insane.
my plan? I don't have a plan.
No,
My plan is based on this guy's plan.
Yes,
Its original
you're lis-
plan, which feels safer to me.
Yes, while you were hooked up to his brain, you came up with this
Mhm.
plan.
Mhm.
Can-
I just feel like it's. And I'm not saying any plan is better than the other. To be completely honest, I'm simply saying we're basing our decision to go through a major life change on this guy's word, and I feel like there might be a way to fairly simply verify what he's saying.
Could we
And that-
use the brain Google device to look information about these tattoos and what they might actually do?
You mean
No,
those
the computer's been
brains
destroyed.
that's all over the floor?
Gotcha.
Yeah, the hard drive was turned to goo.
Hmm.
What if we suggest Lupin to cast a bunch of spells if he can cast any, and then that'll attract the big bad, wouldn't it?
Oh, we can
Perhaps.
attract him. We already attracted him once. We can just
Yes,
go
you
back.
Unless
think,
he's
Yeah.
you think that Hexavog isn't aware of your presence? He fought you. He knows exactly who you are. He's simply waiting for you to make a decision.
Hmm. What if? Can suggestion be used to get somebody to tell you the truth? Can I suggest that he doesn't lie to me?
Yeah.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then if you think he's crazy, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this.
How do you still get bad feelings about these decisions up till now?
I've had
is par for the
bad
course.
feelings about a few of them. Yeah, I know. I just feel, there's a meta perspective, but the in-game perspective is that I don't think it's a wise idea. I don't think it's smart to make a decision without knowing all the facts.
I think meta, like out of character. I remember Ido mentioning about somebody telling us to unlock something in our character, so I'm thinking that must be it.
Yes. Well, yeah, from a meta perspective, that's twice now that he's suggested we do it. So either he's railroading us into a bad decision and he's going to giggle all night.
Dude, I always
Or
trust the GM.
It's how I don't, not this one. This one takes pleasure in rolling 32.
Yes.
Or,
all game masters
like-
I've played with, I trust, except for one.
yeah.
I'm not
I
naming
can't tell you
names,
how
don't
many
do him,
times
but
I've
he's
used
listening.
multiple. I can't tell you how many times I've used multiple NPCs to suggest a course of action to the party, and it's a trap.
Hmm.
Right.
While they're discussing, I would like to pull the elf aside and say, try to explain how would this process work. If, say, I could pull him off, how would it work? Could I just go over there and say, hey, come on, guys, let's all do this, and then I just pull him off as well? Not that I would do something like that.
No,
Could I do that?
It is something everyone has to be willing to perform. Otherwise, you'll be stuck in a badly shaped, half-molded creature. I basically don't know what you are hiding in your bodies, but if not everyone are willing, this is a recipe for disaster.
Okay. Damn it. There goes that option. Not that I would do it.
Technically, it means that
Rules.
they'll have to do a saving throw to resist your polymorph call.
Yes. And I don't have an Hound of Ill Omen to place next to them to give them disadvantage on the saves.
That's true.
Yes.
So I'm basically out of spells right now, so I'm fine with becoming part of a donating my body for the greater good.
That sort of sounds like the 3 against 1 right now.
It's either that or a long rest on my part.
What about James?
James is totally on my side. He's always against you. You know that. in game, I hopefully not out of game.
So
I'm gonna attack them.
the elf approaches you, Enderest, and kind of whispers in a loud way, "Are you kind of afraid to be transformed into some form of an embarrassing organ? Because this isn't how it works."
What is with you? You're making me wildly uncomfortable, Shant.
You are the intelligent one. You'll be the brain or the butt. It's one of the two. I wouldn't worry.
It's not that. I'm worried that we wouldn't be able to reverse it.
Everything is reversible. Well, not everything.
You said you weren't sure. like 30 seconds ago.
I wasn't sure I can be cloned back into existence, but you made it work. I trust you.
Yeah, but if we're dead,
What's
or if
in it
you
for me?
betray us,
What's
if
in
you
it for
betray
me?
us, you're not getting cloned again when I turn you into acid goo.
I need Hexavog out
I'm
of the
just messing.
picture as much as you, but going in there and messing with the Prince of Madness, this is a valid option. I'm just saying. You need to choose.
Yeah, it was your first choice, so why did you change your mind?
I saw the tattoo with this guy.
No, you changed your mind before that. You said that you think that he was going to be there.
Well,
Why did you suddenly change your mind?
Miserim was so intent on stitching you together, I had to investigate why. It was important. She isn't a fool. She has been here for a long time. She doesn't like it here. So I needed to make sure there's something she saw in you that was very appealing to her. And she doesn't deal with the Prince of Medas. I know that for sure.
What do you know about these tattoos?
Keep talking, guys. I'm listening.
They are basically the fragments of a spirit that has dispersed among all of you. You probably have been in a place, in a room where something powerful had died.
Exactly. Oh, Brian, there's a lot of thank you.
Yeah, that totally doesn't ring a bell for me. As Galen remembers how he was crushing bones and people around him cultists saying, no, don't do it. We need to, the force needs to go into something. And if not these bones, then what? Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
You are simply vessels of a powerful being, but instead of occupying one body, it occupies all six. So it's either you plug everything in back together and use this powerful being's force to eradicate Hexavog, or you deal with a Prince of Madness. Anyway, this creature is the way out.
I say we go with that. I vote for polymorphing. And I want to hear some manga music, like in the background when we do so.
Mhm.
I haven't heard back from James yet.
Try
Scrying
all you
Jane.
can do to
Scrying
find
Florida.
someone to be on your side.
I figured it involves his
I
character.
can see his
It's in
face
your-
as he puts out snow. You send him a text. It's mind meld or Prince of Madness. Choose quickly, and his boss phone, his boss holds the phone right now. You've got some crazy shit messages coming in.
Yeah. Well, I can't do this on my own, so if somehow you guys haven't been convinced to do this, I will do it with you, but
It's
I still say it's a
Andres,
really bad idea.
Andres,
Yeah.
I agree. It's a really bad idea. But I do think that going with the Prince of Madness is a slightly worse idea. Slightly worse.
Oh yeah, if we go to the Prince of Madness and we realize we're in trouble, we're in the shit, can we just be like, never mind, and then we immediately turn into this?
Or we can turn into this, and if this turns horribly wrong, we can go to the Prince of Madness as this horrible Among Us creatures blob turned together, maybe.
So he says, once the Prince of Madness had noticed you, it's done. It's over. Once you have been transformed into this creature, I cannot guarantee the mental completeness of your spirits. But if
Yeah.
the Prince of Madness doesn't notice you, if you just take a peep and he doesn't notice you, this is reversible. No harm done. If it's Hexavog there, we're screwed.
Come on, people! Our powers united!
You're clear what you want to do.
Just gonna leave me hanging? Come on.
Uh huh.
No, it's not what I want to do, but they're all bad options.
Yeah, I agree.
And last time I
Emiliano,
dealt
you
with
still stuck
some
with?
really powerful
Uh,
being, it went really, really, really bad for me, and also pretty bad for you
Mhm.
guys.
I think
Yeah, but I mean, my pact has worked out really well for me. So
Yes.
it's
Rugby,
not.
Sure.
Rugby is just sort of sitting on the floor now, like eating some rations. Like he's just bored. He wants to do something.
Well, what does he want to do?
Anything, either one.
Well, he did go
Well,
for their.
it's an important decision. I think he needs to weigh in.
I think Rugby says. I still think the dealing with the Prince of Lies seems like we're gonna get lied to. So
Well, yeah, but is it if you go in expecting lies, you know, is it really that bad?
do you want to
Like
trust the Prince of Lies? Do you want to trust this
No.
random mad crazy guy?
I don't trust the Prince of Lies. I don't trust this guy either. I don't trust any of them. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, perhaps we can get what we want out of the Prince of Lies without
Yes. You said
permanently
we would
going
get,
mad.
Yeah. We would get a wish.
Lupin says
Well,
Sorry?
Lupin says, and the elf kind of tries to shut him down with a glare. And
What,
Lupin's,
Lupin? Speak.
well, if I may, dear kind sirs, when I was put here, I was tasked with creating a prison. I don't remember the prison or its details, but a part of it was to design the lock on the Prince of Madness cage. And the elf kind of glares at him, and Lupin is taken aback.
I'm gonna step between Lupin and Sharandar, and so that he can't glare at him anymore. And they continue.
You have to understand that the Prince of Lies is, or he came here willingly. He was drawn to this place, but the masters have caged him, and he has promised anyone who will free him will be granted a wish. I think that by freeing him, if you could resist his powers, you will get that wish. It's not about fighting him or trusting him, it's simply setting him free. And I think I know how to do it. And at this point, the elf kind of tries to push you back, Interest, and says, kind of shouts at Lupin, "You know nothing! I hold the key here!
I'm gonna get mad. I don't like being shoved. I'm gonna turn around and put my cane up to his throat, like across his throat, and push him onto the wall and lock it there.
Who, Lupin or the elf?
Sharandar.
So he looks at you and says, "What do you think he used us for? I am the mind who created this lock. I know all about it. Take
I
me
know.
Yeah.
I know
That
fully
is
well what he used you for, but you're gonna shut your mouth and you're gonna let him speak, so that we can have all the information. Listen, I brought you into this world, and I can bring you out again. All right?
Yeah. What I'm hearing here is that the Lord of Madness, Prince of Lies, whatever he is, has some sort of influence, and we only get one wish.
Mm-hmm.
One of us get a wish.
Mm-hmm.
And if this person is telling us all sort of lies, maybe someone makes a wish that the others doesn't want them to wish for.
Yeah. So you don't do it.
As I said, yes, I'm not sure I would trust myself right now to make the right wish.
Mm-hmm.
And can we
Yeah.
trust the rest of us?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I think so, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think we cross that bridge when we get to it, but I definitely, yeah, you making the wish makes me nervous,
I
because we've seen you do things without control.
That was once. That only
Right.
happened
Once is
once.
enough.
But I
No.
do know deep down something is missing, and if I had the chance, I might wish to get that back.
Yeah. Agreed. And I'm comfortable not taking the wish myself.
Yeah, but what if while he was doing like mental talking to all of us, and then one of us wished for something, and that was that
Mhm.
before the others got to do the wish.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think
It,
before we release him from the cage, we make the bargain.
yeah, it
What is
all
the
of
And
it
that
sounds
part of
risky.
that bargain, it's all risky either which way. So anyway, I turn back to Lupin and say, how do we open his cage? You're safe from him, and I'm gonna point at Sharondar.
I honestly think you need the both of us in that room.
What do you mean?
I and he points to the elf. He has the schematics, but I have the know-how. Together, we can crack open that lock. But we'll need someone
Okay.
to defend us from Hexavog or whatever madness is going on inside that room. I haven't been there.
How long do you think it would take you?
He looks at the elf, who is simply glaring at him. I don't think it will take too long.
Well,
Yeah.
last time we lasted about 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
When
I will
one
release
wish,
Sharondar, by the
one
way.
wish is enough to wipe all this nightmare away.
Yeah, but if it takes you like even half a minute to open the lock,
Yeah,
then
it's
there
too
won't
much.
be anybody left to make a wish. If
Again, assuming that Hexavog is there.
yes, we can go there, and how long would it take us to turn into Meager paladin person?
Mm-hmm.
Could we go there and just hold hand and be ready to turn into whatever?
Mm-hmm.
If you trust yourself doing so under the effect of the Prince of Madness, then yes.
I totally don't trust Andrist.
What is this effect
Myself,
What?
of course.
madness?
People
Yeah,
who
so I
come
don't
into that
understand.
people who come into that room don't come out the way they did.
Hmm.
Mentally?
Yes.
So
So,
even if we
but let
get a
me wait.
wish, we
Yeah,
might
well,
be affected.
but if we turn into Super Paladin, don't we have to go into that room anyways if that's where Hexavog is?
I think we can lure him out if we have
Maybe.
some
If
sort of
I was
lure.
Hexavog, I would stay in that room.
He came
And
for us last
that's
time.
the only. Yeah, but we weren't Super Paladin. If I was facing a foe, the only foe that could defeat me, I would stay in my place of power,
We could also,
beside the only other person who could get them out.
yeah, but we could also, if we can turn more or less instantly, we could start roaring him towards us as soon as we
Yeah,
think he's near, then we merge.
right.
So, is this power of the Prince of Madness, is it affecting anyone who goes near him, or only when he opens a lock does it start affecting us?
As soon as you go in his vicinity. He has a way with words.
I see. Okay.
I don't trust any of us to be able to resist him.
I've heard about one of the guards who came too close, and the prince told him something, and they found the body of the guard. He had swallowed his own tongue.
I'm sorry? What
You
is
broke up,
Yeah.
and they found the body of the guard, blah 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 blah, and we didn't hear anything else.
He swallowed his own tongue.
Flexible guy. Okay.
Now I'm really leaning towards not going near the Lord
Towards
of
what?
Madness. Let's merge
Even when
together.
we've got
Come on.
two paladins with us who are protecting us with their aura.
How effective was that when we met Hestia?
Well, but now we know.
Yeah, now we don't have James to mess it up. I know, but in game, that didn't help us very much last time.
Well, I think we need to make a decision.
I vote for Voltron.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's do it.
I second that.
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
We all
Everything.
die.
I have to-
Everything.
That's not the worst.
It's
Dying is not the worst.
irreversible, and then we replace Hexavog as the defender of this chaotic, crazy place.
Oh shit, you're right.
No,
Let's
let's
try
do
it.
it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I don't want to spend eternity with my mind melded with you guys. Sorry, I have a
had like
job
a-
to do.
I had like a near-death experience last episode, so I'm like, you know,
I-
that shit
I have a
changes you.
near-death episode every time we get in a fight.
I think Ruby's gonna wish for a sandwich just out of spite at this point.
Hmm.
No. All right.
So, our
Something
powers
about this
combined.
camera.
Or
But
whatever.
how are we going to lure him out? Because we can't fight him in that room. Otherwise, everything we just did is pointless.
We can go fight in the Lucian Waterdeep room.
What if this guy is the Prince of Lies?
Right?
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let's go. Come on.
All I know is
the
that
more we
when
wait, the
I
more reckless our decisions are gonna be. By the way, probably.
all I can tell you
Of
about that
course.
is when I plugged into the brain, I didn't get any indications other than the fact that it was just like an elfin wizard.
Okay.
Yeah. But
And I was plugged
trust
in
you,
for a while. Why do you all of a sudden can't trust me?
because
you
you're
trusted
allowed
me
to bring
before.
up the Lord of Lies. Yeah. But this place is getting to me.
Yeah, fair enough. I can believe that.
So we doing or what?
Come on, let's go in.
All right, whatever. Hey, I said yes already. I'm just wondering what your guys' plan is.
Well, whatever.
Or do you guys not have a plan? You just
We have
fuck
a
it,
plan.
yeah. Let's just
Yeah,
We
we
have
have.
a
stick our. Do we
a
all have to
plan.
get naked and hug or something? Because
No, that wasn't
awkward.
I think that to start with, I'm not
Skin
sure that
contact.
Yeah,
if we
let's-
have a plan right now and then we all meld into one creature, I'm not sure that plan would continue with that creature. Not
Will
sure
we?
what kind
Will
of
we
control we're going to be having.
physically? Will we physically like outgrow this space, or is it just going to be we're going to become a person?
Stop talking and just go with the flow.
Well,
Just
I
do
mean,
what
then
feels natural.
decide if do we do it here or do we do it in the Waterdeep room? None of this feels natural. Okay, I try to wake up and get out of this illusion. That feels natural. Can I make a saving throw?
Yes, that's what I want to do also. But come on, quickly, let's go. into
Ruby
the
just
Waterdeep
takes
room.
off his clothes.
You don't need to take off your clothes.
Ruby just gets naked.
Fuck Rookvi.
You know? Okay, come on,
It
everybody.
takes a while. I'm wearing armor.
This is getting crazier and crazier by the second.
And there's this guy casting blind on himself.
Yeah, 3 of us are naked. One of
gotta
us is a
stop
split
being logical.
personality.
Save your sanity for later, Anders.
Let's leave these two, the pond and Cheshire, whatever, here, and then go into the Waterdeep room and merge.
I think we should bring them with us, just to be safe, so we can watch them.
They'll
What's
get
going to stop them
squished.
from betraying us?
Yeah, but they'll get squished if we are like two mega monsters fighting in the rubbles of Waterdeep. I
Whatever.
Had, like, some
Are you worried about
image
that?
of two
Yeah, right.
huge monsters fighting in a city. I don't know where
Yeah,
that
yeah,
image
yeah.
come from.
Godzilla and Mothra.
No, nothing like that. Gojira and whatever the Japanese version of that.
Yeah. What? I don't care. I don't give a shit if these two die while we're fighting. Doesn't matter to
Not
me.
do I, but we might need their help afterward. If we
I don't know. If
instant-
we become powerful enough to kill Hexavog, what do we need them for?
Yeah, but what if killing Hexavog is not enough
And-
to bring all this down?
And when I say that, I'm gonna deadeye Sharendar and see what he does.
What, saying that you need to kill Hexavog?
If we're powerful enough to kill Hexavog, what do we need these guys for? I'm
They're
gonna
going to be
stare
the
at
ones who are
Sharon.
going to take care of the lock over there, right?
We don't need the
I mean,
lock. If we kill Hexavog, we're not gonna involve ourselves with the Prince of Lies.
what happens? I mean, after we kill Hexavog, if we do, what happens then? Does this
His
whole process
his
go
life
away?
force guards the Hex Locus. Once his life force is gone,
Locus.
the Hex Locus is destroyed, and so all this, and he waves around, is gone.
Okay.
You need us for Plan B.
For what?
Plan B.
Going to the Prince of Madness.
Yep. Okay. I'm ready to merge.
So you want to merge at the Waterdeep room, hoping that Hexavog will come there.
Yeah, maybe start like, can't you like draw magical energy towards you as if you're casting a spell without actually casting the spell, just so he gets like the attention as if we're doing something big, and then we actually do something big, like put him off into a huge being. That will be glorious, glorious, I say.
Hey man, this is your guys' show.
I think
Lead
we
the
can
way.
just polymorph right here. I mean, are we going to be so big that we can't get past doors or something like that?
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
asked that question. You guys told me to stop thinking.
Yes.
Come on now. How is this fair? Corian gets to ask the fucking question.
I didn't hear asking.
So where do you want to?
I am going to the Waterdeep room.
I'm
Okay.
following Galen, and I'm
Okay.
bringing those two with me. Like, you're coming with.
Okay, they are following you to the Waterdeep room, in which you all gather around. Lupin and Sharondar simply step aside and cross their hands like this, watching you. Anything you want to say before activating the spell?
Maybe
It's
one
been
last-
nice, everybody.
One last insight check on Lupin and the elf.
Ding! They look like two little angels.
Come
Yeah.
on, everybody think happy thoughts and
Not possible.
try to not look into each other's memories if you can.
Put on a blindfold and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, you can look all you want into my memories. You won't like it, but you can look.
Well, our conscious might be merged into like one, so
I
our
know.
thoughts might be one.
This is gonna suck.
So let's all just focus on destroy Hexavog.
Sure.
Okay.
Nobody
so
focus on going to the Lord of Lies.
Whatever you do, don't think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man when we cross our streams.
Yes. I was thinking about that earlier. But that was
Alright.
going to the Lord of Madness. Like, clear your minds.
yeah, right. Don't think of anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
you
right.
are clearing your minds, and Galen, you activate the power to polymorph that was given to you by Ogremok. As soon as you release this spell, the surrounding fog dims considerably, as if you are as if you have activated one of the most powerful spells that can be cast in this place. Energy, black and purple energy, wraps all of you together and starts pushing you together. At this point, your flesh liquefies, your bones crack, your eyes explode, your mouths expand until you can feel and hear the bones crack and morph to rebuild your U6 into something else. As this happens, I need you all to roll madness checks.
What is madness?
What is that?
Roll
It's a
on the
wisdom
madness table
wisdom
or
saving
save?
throw. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Do we get a +3?
No.
Damn.
My wisdom
Uh,
saves are pretty good. Let's see this.
Don't
Oh
say that.
damn.
Don't say that.
Quarian got
very
a
good.
12.
You strike again.
Rook B got a 10.
Rook B got a 10.
Quarian got a 12.
Okay,
21 for Galen.
this is good. And the rest?
12 for Peleus.
Well, for Peleus, not impressive.
No.
He has a +9, so that's good, right?
Wow. I rolled a 20, so I got 26.
Oh, this is
Wow,
amazing.
nice.
26.
I really hope 21 is enough.
Yeah.
So there is a curtain of blood red mist that is lifted from your eyes. You feel awkward. You are trapped in a body that isn't yours, but is made from bits and bytes of all of you. You try to look at your arms, but instead of arms, you have giant tentacles. You try to look at your feet and look around in the room that you're in to try to understand what you are. You are a giant and you try to move and you feel something squishy under your feet. You lift it and you can see the bodies of Lupin and Sharandar sprawled under your feet, torn to pieces. You look to the right and to the left to find something to hold reality in its place, and all you see are a bunch of kids holding hands and dancing around you. La 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 la, Hexavog is here, Hexavog is here, la 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 la. And as you try to understand what's going on, the door opens and a man, short one, bald, wearing this white suit of a doctor, walks in and says, "Well, hello there." And this is where we'll end the session.
Either you need to stop watching hentai before you play these games.
Hentai, never watched hentai. Not
Yeah,
not that.
I can see from your accent. No, I don't know what that is. I didn't.
What's hentai?
No,
What do
that
you
was
mean?
simply cartoon that I was watching.
Yes. What's this?
Was that-
tentacle monsters and schoolgirls? No, I don't know where that came from.
The person in the white jacket, was that the guy that originally walked us down here?
You'll
Walked us
find
down
out.
into the room?
You'll find.
Yeah,
You'll
I
find
figured.
out. Next
You're gonna make me
session.
wonder about it over Christmas, you jerk.
You have. No, it's even worse. You don't even find out this year. You have to wait until
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah.
Like
See,
that's.
when every year at Christmas time, I run like a Christmas themed or
Oh, that's
holiday themed adventure for and everybody gets a gift.
Amazing.
Not you, not Ito.
Got a
No. Yeah, madness.
It's a sort of gift.
Yeah. We all go insane. Got it.
You've been good, so Santa will hand out gifts next year.
It's
Next
a,
year.
It's a gift that keeps on giving. Like you'll always see these weird schizophrenic
right.
images. Like the walls will start talking to you. You'll see things that
You'll-
aren't there. You know, it just keeps giving.
Yeah, you will forever be paranoid. Always on an adventure.
But think of all those interesting conversations you'll have with
With the voices.
things that aren't there.
Exactly. It's so nice.
Yes.
Ah,
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Ito.
no sweat. It's all as I said. This is a one-on-one campaign with me and Morten. You are all invented. You're not
broke
really
up,
here.
but
you broke up.
I think I know what you said. Like a
I
one-on-one
said,
campaign with me and
yeah,
all
all-
my figments
All,
of my imagination. Yeah.
all the rest are simply figments of our imagination. So, guys, have a great weekend. Have a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you next year. Right?
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year,
Happy New
guys.
Year.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Yeah,
New Year, Happy holidays.
Yeah, I know that to you guys.
whatever you
Happy
celebrate.
holidays.
Happy
Bye-bye,
holidays.
guys.
Have a
Yeah.
good one. See you next time.
See you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything you've done in 2019 for us, Tito.
This
Yeah,
is
for sure.
amazing.
I know how much work goes into this, so
You make it easy. You make it really easy for me. Like seriously. No, I'm blessed. I'm blessed with all of you, and I really hope that
Mm.
all right.
someday we'll
And-
have
Oh,
the
thank
we'll have the ability to actually meet in flesh, meet space, as
Yeah.
Liano says.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is we'll need to
Oh,
work
I
on
did say
this.
that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I gotta save up some money and I can travel.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes, we will.
I'd be totally down. That'd be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
one day.
where would be a central place to be? Like Spain?
Yeah, Spain or something.
course.
isn't it?
The entrance to the
Still
Mediterranean.
super
Come
close
here.
for you guys, not super close for us.
Ah, come on, you'll visit
How
Europe.
about
The weather is
how about
so
on a
nice.
cruise ship in the middle of the Atlantic?
Wow.
Can we
Yeah.
meet like in Iceland? That's like pretty much in the middle for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
that-
no,
Yeah.
it's
That
not.
sounds like a very
Yeah,
good
not for
place.
you. Yeah,
That's
it's
as
not.
uncomfortable as can be for everybody.
How about China? Then we all suck and suffer through a terrible long flight.
I don't know.
We'll think of something, I'm sure.
Iceland is probably closest to Denmark than any
Yeah.
place other suggested, but it's expensive as hell to get to Iceland.
Yeah. Actually, it's really cheap from Canada. We can
Right.
get there really cheap. We can't
We-
stay for cheap, but we can get there cheap.
Yeah. We could also meet
China.
in Greenland. That's part of Denmark, so
There we
Here's
go.
a-
and still
yeah.
extremely expensive to fly there.
Here's
Like,
a project for
Yeah.
2020. This is definitely
Yeah.
something
Well,
we should
and-
ponder.
And thanks to the rest of you guys. Thanks for making 2019 great.
Mhm.
Sure, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys were all
Yeah.
part of it. So.
Yeah.
This
Thank
is
you.
Yeah,
these
guys.
sessions keep me sane, despite the madness.
Okay. these sessions cause me to go insane, but I love it. Oh, this is great. I'm
Alright.
loving this campaign. And
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
all of these players and yeah, just the players. Like it's as Ida said, it's all us. It's not him. He has nothing to do there.
I have nothing. It's, I'm reading the titles of the books. This is it. It's-
Yes.
Seriously, guys, thank you very, very, very much, and I'll see you very soon.
Bye guys. Good night.
Good
Yep.
night.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Have
Good
great
night,
holidays.
Good day,
Bye
and
guys.
yeah, I hope Jaya stays